How's it going? Been getting a bunch of questions about our bus, sled bus. It's kind of a skoolie, kind of not, but figured we'd give her the old walk around here. It's a 2001 Freighliner Thomas built, 24 valve Cummins with Allison 2000 series. We got 5 solar panels up top. It's supposed to be 500 watts. I don't know how true that is, but keeps the batteries up real good anyway. In Wisconsin you can't have them yellow, so we went with black, and of course you gotta have the sparkles. I don't know, there you go. Black bass boat, that's what it's all about. We raised the roof a year ago. Took her up 22 inches basically, so we could not have to cut a 4x8 sheet of steel to go across the side panels there. Took out a bunch of windows, re-insulated, put a couple or 4 windows back in so it's not a cave, and then we use those to run the gas hose in so we can fill up the sleds inside the bus. Stored a bunch of truck boxes, toolbox. We have 3 deep cycle batteries right now. Probably get some more as we pull more juice off the bus. But tire chains. Doors look really good. You gotta check them. Nice fancy aluminum wheels from our tire shop. They had a bunch of takeoffs. Tells you how we feel about summer right here. Another box, a whole bunch of spare parts. Then when we raised the roof, we obviously had to make a new back door, so it's all 1-inch square tubing framed. Steel on the outside, insulation in the middle, and 1/2-inch plywood on the inside. It all pivots on 2 hinges, 1,500 pound rated capacity. 2 of them just welded one to the bumper essentially, and then to the door. Put our taillights down in the bumper. Added a big hitch so we can pull a 4-place enclosed trailer behind it also. Big backup light, or you have your brights on and we don't like that light. Only use that once because that's not super legal. As you fold her down, the hinges just kind of gravity feed out. Never had an issue with those. Going down this side, big 6-inch chrome tip, because when you got a Cummins you got to have a big tip. Then this is a fancy box here. Gas pump, 50-gallon gas caddy up front there, kind of hidden because I don't know the legalities of that. And then we got our pump for the diesel heater in the bus. Works pretty good as a secondary heater. Take a trip inside. I guess the door's noteworthy. It's got thermal panes, so we didn't really want to mess around with trying to add windows back in with thermal panes, so we just cut the hinge off of this side up here, down there. 1-inch square tubing in between, and then just skinned it pretty shoddily because we were in a hurry. Added a electronic locking door, so now it just swings like a normal door. Then we come on inside. Nice epoxy table over here for mixing drinks or storing helmets with the defrost going, dries them out. Up top we got our weather station, lights, solar charger. She's putting out 1.3 amps and the batteries are at 14 volts. That keeps her going pretty good. In the cockpit we added a boost and EGT gauge because we put a Quadzilla tuner on it, or boost fooler I guess. So we're pushing about 30 pounds of boost now. Moves along pretty good. Real happy with that. Moving back, we've got a 110 powered air compressor mainly for the train horn, because you can't have a bus without a train horn. Biggest Harbor Freight inverter, also had good luck with that. Looking in here, we kind of rearranged some seats a little bit, made it so you can sleep up here, sit up here. We've had 9 people ride up with us. It's not super comfortable, but it can be done. And pads also, because bus seats are not comfy. Everybody knows that. So we got 1 backwards, 2 center sections, 1 forward. Works pretty slick. Bunch of baskets to hold all of our junk. Here's the controller for the diesel heater. That's just under the seats here. And then the latest addition. Nice little China diesel heater. I don't know if it's going to heat the whole bus, but it'll help anyway. .110 power outlets. And then, since it's only used in the winter, we have a thermostat right here that controls a little computer fan that's just poked through the bulkhead. So when it's, you know, 60 to 70 degrees in here, just turn that computer fan on, and the thermostat keeps the fridge about 33, 34 degrees. Works out about perfect. More shelving across the front. And then just for storage, got microwave, DVD player, Skittle, pizza cooker, which gets used all the time. It's the best addition to the bus, I believe. And back here, we got 30-inch shelving running the full length. You can see it gets full real quick. And then the big question we always get, how many snowmobiles do you fit in a bus? Well, you can fit 5 153, 154 long track snowmobiles in here. Takes a little Tetrising, but we got her figured out now. Pull 2 in, back the last 3 in. One guy took his sled home already, but there's enough room for another one back there. How do you get the door up, you ask? Well, take a look at this contraption up here. Nice Harbor Freight winch screwed to the roof. Snug her up a little bit. And for safety, nice and snug. Well, there you go. The bus heater, that was the factory heater for the rear. We took some black pipe, held it off the wall a little bit, ran it the full length, so we get some really nice radiant heat off of that. And that comes up and feeds this heater that we made a box around, because the fans are pretty loud when you're sleeping. They kick on and off, and it can be a little annoying. It's not the greatest up there, but it works really good. That's also controlled on low speed to a small thermostat that we can set. We have a probe hanging out up front, and you can kick that up and down, decide how far off the temperature you want it to kick on and off. So we have it set at 65, it goes down to 50, and then takes it up to 70, and then shuts off again. But with the radiant heat down these tubes and that little diesel heater we put in there, it was 15 below, and once the bus got warm, this big heater never kicked on. I think a lot of that's to do with taking out all the windows in the back here. It's worked out really good. The floor, we got cattle mats that somebody bought quite a while ago and just never used, so we threw them in here. Keeps the sleds really stable, dries out really good. The wheel well, we're pretty tall on this thing in the way that we have to stack sleds in here. We didn't really want to deal with those hanging around. So we cut the wheel tubs off and put a 4x4 piece of wood between the 2 wheel wells, bent a piece of 1/2-inch plywood across it, made some brackets on the outside wall, and then just sheeted plastic chem light over the top of it, siliconed with all the silicone that we could find along the wall there. Put the cattle mats on top. Works out pretty darn good. What are you worried about?
Trying to shove that pipe in. It's off of the thing.
Oh.
Not down. Flip the legs, boys. Good.
Yeah, pull them legs out.
Yes.
I got my nylocks a little too tight. Look at that, Jack.
What? You got a bed?
No, look at your table.
Turn around. Oh, wow.
Wow.
That fucker's pretty sweet, actually, Chase. Good job on that. Why did that heater shut off? It says it's 75. It's warm enough.
Beep, 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 beep.
Sorry.
There we go, boys and girls. 5 fold down cots. 1 big ass table.
You can narrate it too?
Oh, bush. Oh, sorry, White Claw. No laws. No laws. Fancy, new and improved.
Where's Tim? Damn it. Whose backpack is this? Mine. My way. You.
Oh, look at that nightstand. Pretty.
Assume it's back on. Chase.
What do you think?
Chase, I like the nightstands.
Danner said they're dumb. I said he's dumb.
I didn't say they were dumb.
You know the only thing that make the nightstands better, Chase,
What? Tell me, Jack.
is if you knew an electrician and there was an outlet right here.
There's one under you.
Yeah, there's outlets underneath.
No,
Right
I want
here.
an outlet right here that I can charge my phone.
You're dumb.
What the?
Got it right there.
Well, that's about it.
-0.6 degrees.
Okay, bye. Here we have another rare occurrence. Winch. Down to a block.